Hi, welcome back to Live It Up with Mills. I am Millie and I do videos on beauty, fashion and lifestyle. If you are new here and if you like my content, please do consider subscribing to my channel. Now without further ado, let's get into today's video. Today's video is actually the part 2 of a series of videos which I am doing on how to look younger. Part 1 comprised of tips and tricks of how to look younger with makeup. If you haven't watched part 1 and if you're interested, I will leave the link down below. Now let's get into today's video. Now today we'll talk about how to look younger with proper skincare, diet and supplements, and finally exercise. So let's start with skincare. Now as we age, what happens is that our skin loses its suppleness and elasticity. It loses its moisture content and we start developing fine lines and wrinkles and age spots. Now I have a very simple daytime and nighttime skincare routine which I follow and I would like to share that with you. So in the morning, what you need to do is simply wash your face with a very mild facial cleanser which has a pH of 4.5 to 5.5. Now if you are interested, I leave some cleansers which are available in the Indian market with correct pH in the description box, so you may check out those. Once you have washed your face and cleansed it, you can simply put on any moisturizer which suits you, but what you need to be careful on is that the moisturizer does not have any fragrance. Once you have done that, because the reason why I say it shouldn't have fragrance is because as we age, our skin becomes sensitive and fragrance can increase the sensitivity and cause contact dermatitis. So it's better to avoid fragrance in skincare. So once you've put on the moisturizer, then you can put on some under eye cream just to give some extra moisture and show some extra love to that under eye area where we tend to crease. Then just put on any sunscreen which you are comfortable in using, but please ensure that it has SPF of at least 40 and above, and then put on some lip balm and you're ready to go. Now if you want to do makeup, you're free to do makeup over this. So this is a very simplistic kind of skincare routine. Now once you come back home in the evening, or if you're working from home, once you're done for the day, if you put on makeup, then you will again at night have to do a double cleansing. When I say double cleansing, the first round of cleansing will need to be done either with micellar water or you can do it with a cleansing balm. Follow it up with again that mild cleanser which you have used in the morning. Once you have cleansed your face, you can use any toner. Now this toner should be an alcohol-free toner so that it does not cause stretching of the skin and does not rip your skin of moisture. You may also simply spray on some rose water. I also feel it calms your skin down. Once you have put that on, then is the time to apply some actives. Now I would just suggest that you use two kinds of actives, one each, and so you alternate between the two. So the two actives which I am suggesting is vitamin C and retinol. So if you're going to put vitamin C on night 1, then on night 2 you put retinol, but you don't put one on top of the other. They don't go well together, so it's better to avoid. Once you put the vitamin C or retinol, whichever you have chosen, again put on some moisturizer over the vitamin C or retinol, and then put on your under eye cream and the lip balm, and maybe you can use a slightly thicker lip balm at night and like a lip sleeping mask, and then you just go off to bed. So that is an extremely simplistic kind of skincare routine, but I think it works very, very well. Do not experiment with too many skincare products as they may cause more harm than good. Now moving on to diet. When I'm talking about diet, I don't mean to say that you need to follow some strict diet and not eat most of the foods that you love to do. No, I'm saying no such thing. All I'm saying is that we need to find out which are the right food which we should have, and yes, we should have full meals. We should have 3 proper full meals a day. So some things to keep in mind: we should drink plenty of water. When I say plenty of water, it means about 8 to 10 glasses a day at least, because just like we need to moisturize our skin topically, we also need to hydrate ourselves from within, because your inner health is what will show on your skin above. Next, we should get plenty of sleep. Of course, that's very, very important, goes without saying. And when it comes to food, we should avoid processed food. We should avoid too much artificial sugar, too much of these sodas and other drinks. Avoid smoking, avoid alcohol. Now for the meal itself. So I like to really keep it very simple for the meals. So take your normal dinner plate, okay, and then divide the dinner plate first into half. Now this half of your dinner plate should be filled up with leafy vegetables and green vegetables. When I say leafy and green vegetables, I do not mean starchy vegetables like potatoes. So please avoid that. The remaining half again needs to be divided into two. So 1/4 of the plate needs to be filled up with protein like fish or chicken, and the other quarter needs to be filled up with a good carbohydrate. When I'm talking about a good carbohydrate, I mean carbohydrates like quinoa, like your brown rice. But if you can't have those, or if you don't like those, even a small portion of your normal rice and chapati is fine. Now, if you're a vegetarian and if your protein cannot come for that fish and chicken which I suggested, then do let me know, and I will help you with other kinds of vegetarian items from which you can get protein. So keep your meals simple, eat your dinner early, go to bed on time. Okay, now moving on to supplements. Now this is a personal choice whether you will or you will not have a supplement, but if you do choose to have one, my suggestion is that, and especially since it's for anti-aging, is that you have a collagen supplement. Now, what is collagen? It's such a buzzword now. Everybody is talking about collagen. So collagen is basically a form of protein which is there in our body. It is not only there in our skin, it's there in our bones, it's there in our arteries. It's forms the structure of our arteries, our bones, our joints, our hair, our nails. It's there everywhere. So when you have any collagen supplement, you not only benefit your skin, but you benefit your entire body and well-being. Now let me tell you about some of the benefits of collagen. So collagen improves skin elasticity, skin moisture, reduces your joint pain, improves your muscle strength, improves your bone density, improves your skin and nails. So those are just to name few of the benefits which we can derive from collagen. Now collagen is mostly derived from animal sources. So if you are vegetarian, you may not be able to have most of these collagen supplements. However, in the market now, you are getting certain collagen which they say is plant derived. Now plants or vegetarian sources don't really have collagen, but what they have is they have triggers which when you have those, it kind of enhances your body's capacity to build collagen. So what happens is as we age, our body produces less and less collagen, or the quality of collagen that it produces is of an inferior quality. Now when you have these plant inducers, collagen builders or collagen inducers, it kind of helps your body to build more collagen. So it's also not bad. It's good if you are a vegetarian and you cannot have the non-veg variety. If you are interested in the collagen supplements, I will leave some of the collagen supplements available in the Indian market which I have tried out. So I will leave it in the description box below and you may try the same. Now moving on to the final part of this video, which is on exercise, which can help us look younger. Now as we age, we don't only age in our skin or in our face, we age in our entire body. Our body posture becomes bad, we start stooping, our bone density reduces, our strength in our muscles go off. You'll see some sagging skins showing, especially in your upper arms, in your in your thighs. So all of this can actually, and trust me, I mean this, can actually be reversed with the right kind of exercise. So ideal exercise which I do and which I profess is that a combination of endurance training and strength training. So what is endurance training? Endurance training is primarily any form of cardiovascular activity that you do. So it can start with something as simple as 30 minutes of walk in the morning, and you can, once you're comfortable with that, step it up to about an hour of cardiovascular activities for 3 times in a week. Now this cardiovascular activity helps in increasing your heart rate, and it causes increased blood flow to various parts of your body, which actually leads to increased metabolism. Now that is the final desire, that you have increased metabolism so that you are able to burn off more calories despite what you are eating. The strength training or resistance training is for building the muscles which we are losing as we age. Now that strength training can be done through use of light weights or through use of machines. It can also be done through use of your own body weight. If you're interested in me sharing some routines of cardiovascular activities and strength trainings, do leave your comments in the comment section below, and I will do a follow-up video on the same. That sounds like too much, and if you're not one of those people who actually like doing cardiovascular activities or strength training, then I suggest you stick to our good old yoga, and it works wonders. So do yoga of about 40 to 45 minutes, 5 to 6 times in a week, and you should be fit to go. Anyways, thank you. That was the video. Hope you liked it. If you like, please do like, share and subscribe, and do leave your comments in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to hit on the notification bell icon to be notified about my future videos. Thank you. See you next week. Bye.